So Nvidia just announced the RTX 4070, its next gamer consumer card, and it's going to be starting at roughly $600. So in today's episode, what I want to do is take a closer look at what this has to offer, but more importantly, I want to take a closer look at who I believe could be a new customer for these graphics cards. And no, don't worry, they're not going to be crypto miners, but some of you guys might see them the same way. Let's take a closer look in today's episode. So we can see on April 12th of 2023, here today on Wednesday, Nvidia announced the GeForce RTX 4070, and this is going to be starting, like I mentioned, at $600. This is going to be, in my opinion, the first graphics card from this generation, the RTX 4000 series, that's going to be a little bit closer to the consumer price, to a consumer-friendly price, right? $600, it's still insane. But I mean, if you're buying a gaming console for $500, $550, I don't think buying a GPU for $600 and then the remaining parts for another $600 is the worst case scenario. So I do think this is closer to that consumer price point, especially for those heavy gamers. And more importantly, we're going to see for creators. I think content creators are also very important for on purchasing the new generation of graphics cards. Let's just take a quick look at stock price right now. We can see Nvidia right now is down roughly 1.6%. It doesn't seem to be an Nvidia news. It seems to be more of a overall market news. We can see Intel's down 0.4%. We can see AMD is also down 1.2%. So we can see it's definitely not Nvidia related news. It could be more just overall market news that could be impacting the stock price. So what do we know about this new card? First, the main things that we know is this will be available starting tomorrow. So the first day will be on Thursday the 13th. And we'll be starting at $600. They do mention that you can either buy the Founder Edition or just like any other cards, you can buy custom boards with variety of vendors.
Before we go any further, I want to thank you for watching, and I need your help to reach my goal of 30,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So if you can do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and thumbs up. Also, if you want some fantastic insight into the semiconductor industry, join my other channel, Semiconductor Investing and More, where I use my electrical engineering background to break down the semiconductor market. Finally, I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video, and check out fool.com/Jose for the 10 best stocks to buy now. With that link, you get a promotional offer for their subscription service. Now, let's continue with today's episode.
With this card, they do give us some updates how, hey, the RTX 4070 is about 2.6 times faster than the RTX 2070 and 1.4 times faster than the RTX 3080, which I think is pretty amazing, right? This is definitely a strong card. They also tell you that, hey, in regards to the 3080, this is running at nearly half the power. And also it has a lot more memory and is using the GDDR6X memory, and it even has more cache memory in its L2 bin. So we can definitely see an increase in performance. We can see an increase in efficiency. We can see an increase in memory. So overall, the card is showing to be pretty cool. Now we can see that this card is meant for gamers, but they're also meant for content creators. Nvidia does have this platform called Studio platform, which I use for numerous things. For example, I'm not even looking at the camera right now, but I do have eye correction on. This you might be shocked that I'm not at an office right now, so this is a background and I'm using Nvidia's kind of platform for it. They also mentioned that this is great for 3D modelers, for broadcasters, for video editors. So we can see right now with this content creation movement, Nvidia graphics cards are definitely a great solution for them. And I know a lot of content creators myself that prefer to buy a laptop or a desktop because they are using Nvidia products. So I do believe this is a great card. I think it's going to have some demand. I also believe because Nvidia is releasing this now, opposed to those super expensive cards, it's telling me that Nvidia to some extent might be expecting the consumer market to be picking up a little bit, at least right now. So they are going to start dropping their closer to consumer prices on cards like this one, where previously they had like the RTX 4080 and 4090, which were, I believe, $1,000 and $1,200. So it was a lot more expensive. So we can see now it might be that Nvidia seems the consumer market picking back up, so they'd rather start releasing these cards right now. So I did mention that I believe there's another type of customers that might start picking up NVIDIA graphics cards. And I do believe these are going to be cheap servers. So a few weeks ago, maybe even a week ago, I've done so many videos that I forget how long ago it was. But we started to seeing AMD Ryzen 7000 servers pop up. So for those not familiar, the AMD Ryzen 7000 is a consumer CPU, and they're being used to build entry-level servers. I mean, here, for example, if we configure this 1U server, it does come with what AMD Ryzen 7000 series. So we can see we're seeing consumer enter the server market. And I do believe we are going to start to see NVIDIA's GPUs become a little bit more popular by AI researchers, especially with the overall AI demand. I mean, we can see this website right here where already you are building kind of these huge AI workstations with NVIDIA's gamer cards. We can see this workstation here for about $4,700, uses 4 times RTX 3090, RTX 3080, or the RTX 3070. Same with this card. Now this one with roughly $9,000 is using roughly 4 times RTX 3090. This one starting at $7,400 is using the RTX 4090 and 4080, which are the new generations. And I do believe we are going to continue to see a demand for one, AI workstations, and two, for even servers like this that might be including accelerators like NVIDIA's graphics cards because of the following reason. We saw this, that AI developers are kind of halted by server shortages at AWS, at Google Cloud, and at Microsoft Clouding Solutions because there might not be enough GPU clouding space going on at the moment. So what I believe is I don't think these right now with this huge demand of AI developers and all these AI softwares being built, companies are going to be like, hey, maybe we don't need to do something too crazy in the AI field, that maybe we should just spend $100,000, $200,000 building some workstations so we have our own in-house, in-premise servers or workstations where we don't have to rely on the dependency of clouding solutions. So I think right now we are going to start to see maybe AI developers or AI server builders start to pick up some of these graphics cards. I do believe the RTX 4070, the 4080 and the 4090 are going to be great choices for them. So this would actually be a great push for Nvidia in the gaming segment. Let me know what you guys think as an investor. Do you think this can be a nice push going forward for at least their gaming segment? Definitely hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Take care, have a good day, and see you next time.